Thrunite sent me their new latest headband flashlight. This is called the TH30. This specific light has a XHP70 emitter in it, and on turbo mode it's driven quite hard. Now it's kind of hard to compare and do reviews on headband flashlights. A lot of them are fairly close to the same, but I'm going to tell you right now I've got quite a few different headband lights from different manufacturers, and the good thing I really like about this light is the perfect diffuse to spill and the amount of modes it has. And I'm really liking this one. I've taken it out fishing at night quite a few times now, and it's a typical quality of a Thrunite. It comes with, of course, Thrunite's web with the holder for the headband, a spare holder, and yes, it's charged through a micro USB, which is supplied, and some O-rings and another rubber cap for the charging port, which that someday might come in handy. And if you want to not run it as a headband light, a belt clip. And then a high drain 11.16 watt hour 18650. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. Get the battery in it. Now this thing has 6 modes, not including SOS. And it starts out with Firefly. If you long press the switch, you're going to be into a half a lumen that'll run for 32 days on this thing. I press it again. We're in the low, which is 25 lumens for 60 hours. And they call it this medium low. 130 lumens for 14 hours of runtime with this thing. And this is about right at, I've got immense amount of lights right now shining down on everything, so it might not look very bright. But when it's dark out, which we'll test, this is about right. And the other thing I really like about this, you got your blue battery indicator in there. That's always on. That'll turn, I think, red when it drops down to like 3.5 volts, and then blinking red when it needs to be charged. And then medium, 352 lumens for 5 hours of runtime, and another ideal mode. And then high, 1275 lumens. And this thing's going to run for roughly an hour and a half on that. And when you double press, you're in the 3350 lumens. Of course, that only stays on for 1.5 minutes, and then it drops down to high due to this XHP70 that literally could burn paper. And it does have memory. That's back to high. We'll quick hold the specs up here if you want to pause the video and look at them. Now what we want to do is go outside. We're going to get some real good beam shots of it. I might take it down the road on my electric scooter, compare it to the headlights on that or whatnot, or up against the car. The other one I like about this versus other ones, this rotates and stays just perfect. It isn't sitting there to where you got to reef on it or anything like that, and it doesn't seem to slide around at all. And that's another, I guess, good feature on these headband lights. So what do you say, let's go out and check this guy out. Alright, to start this test off, we're going to use a test subject of a tree at 62 meters away. And here goes the Thrunite TH30 on turbo. Quite easily does it. 62 meters, no problem. Turning it down. Starting to pick it up a little bit on that mode. Next mode up, that is. And you can see that the output against that tree on that mode. And I do believe that would be high. It might only be, no, that's the, yeah, that was high. Right there is high. And it's picking that tree up at 62 meters. Turbo, of course, it does a real good job. Let's move down to a tree at 94 meters behind them bushes. Does an incredible job with that. As you can see with the full moon, the tree line back there, it is bouncing off that tree line. And that's probably about 170 meters. That's by far as you'd want to see with this thing. you'd be able to see with this thing. I got this camera set up so it's identical to the unaided eye. From what this camera sees, I can see with my own eyes. But pretty awesome. Like I said, a long runtime on this thing. Pretty neat. Alright, I got my Nissan sitting in front here. This has HID lights on it, extremely bright, and I got them on high. And we're going to take this Thrunite and shine it from probably about 30 feet back, just to show you the light output this thing has. Look at that. That's 30 feet back on a Thrunite on turbo mode. Literally drowns them lights out. Let's walk up to there. This is right on top of the car. Drowns them out pretty good. Pretty awesome bright light. Medium. There's high. Long runtime on the battery. Then turbo. Can't go wrong there, eh? Pretty awesome light. So there you are, the Thrunite TH30. Awesome headband light. Like I said, I've gotten a lot of use out of it, and I probably have about 6 or 7 different headband lights, not including the cheap ones that I've pretty much thrown away. This one has pretty much been my go-to light with the battery power and amount of modes on it. They seem to have nailed it down for usability on the headband light, which I think is pretty good. So there you are, another great product from Thrunite, guiding you through the night. Check that link out down below for this and other flashlights from Thrunite. Till the next time.